How y'all doing? See the steam coming out of my ears? It's going to increase. You're going to have, you know, that the more light that comes in right now, guys, especially coming through these eclipses, and leading us up to the 27th. And this Friday is going to be energetically, it's going to be intense. So now that you're aware of that, really spend your time transforming that energy as it comes in. And Mars is going to be doing its happy dance. And it's really going to hit us on, you know, really start touching us on Thursday night and Friday. So as these energies come at you, how y'all doing, guys? Big hug and blessings. And as the fire is ignited, reignited even more passionately within our physical vessels. How am I doing? And send out that violet fire, guys, because you're going to have a lot of these energies coming at you. Hey, Patty, we have a date tonight, right? Beautiful. Patty's teaching me yoga dancing. So if you guys want to learn, hit her up. Anyways, I also have a recording for the Enlighten Up show at 5 o'clock tonight. So, but as this fire is reignited within the physical vessels, if you haven't noticed the last few days, you're coming with, how you guys doing? You're getting more confidence. You're getting more, a lot more positive feelings coursing through your vessel, a lot more magic. You're having that passion reignited. You're coming alive again in ways that you haven't came alive in what has seemed like a very, very long time. You know, that's kind of like that feeling like somebody that you're very, very connected with on a soul and spiritual level. You know, they cross your mind and you can feel it. And for me, I feel my divine consort all the time. Every time I cross that thought plane of existence, my whole body comes alive. And that's what's happening with us, because you're having that sacred union within, in all ways, in all angles, in all perceptions. And so as this light increases on the physical, tangible plane of existence, that's the gift that divine intervention and creator is gifting us, especially with this total lunar eclipse in Capricorn on the 27th. Let there be light. And so as this light increases, especially today, we have another divine gift of that 7/7 energy. July being a 7th month, and today being the 16th is a 7 number, and 7 is the number of spirit. So the higher in frequency you rise yourself to through these energies, guys, the more you embody your higher self. Well, many of you guys call it I call it self. This is, you're going to find people are starting to see your light rather than your physical vessels, and they're going to challenge that. They're going to project it that. And for anybody who's just read my post, you don't have to be argumentative or mean, but you don't have to engage either. And so if you're finding this, it's not that you have to block them or anything like that. Ignite, call forth that violet fire from your heart and transmute and transform these energies. I'm telling you, I have so much fire coursing through me from this gal that tried to use me as a verbal punching bag that I'm so proud of myself. So pat yourselves on the back, guys, because nothing triggers us more when people use us as their training ground. And I have myself have done it. I mean, we all have. That's part of our journey. That's part of this whole life we are here for. And I'm telling you what, if you could feel the fire raging through me right now, you would probably be shocked. So I'm really proud of myself. So that's why I did this video. I want you guys, I encourage you guys I love you guys, but really observe how far you've come. Really observe how much you truly have anchored in the light, even though it seems challenging, it seems difficult, it seems like more chaos and everything is crumbling into your world as these faulty foundations and these beliefs and these thought forms crumble and present themselves and arise right now. And you got this, guys. I'm telling you, you got this. I myself, I'm one of these that you have to fall in love with my mind. You know, I don't care if you fall in love with my heart or my soul or my spirit, because I'm one of these you have to fall in love with my mind, because my mind is spirit. And you know, to the human aspect, we get triggered, that side of us, and even for those not on the spiritual journey, you know, leave that side out of it. And you can really tell in the collective consciousness of all of humanity that fire of ego and arrogance and everything else, and that need, that beast within us, is being tamed in everybody's consciousness. Every one of us are handling it much better. And for those of us on the spiritual journey that do, the light will always attract that lower frequency. And, you know, that's just because we've done the inner work. We've walked the journey, and we are rising and evolving and transforming ourselves into a higher trajectory timeline. And so really take the opportunity, guys, to see how far you've come, to see just how anchored you have anchored in this light, even though it feels like, I had a gal yesterday, she goes, well, I've come a long ways, but I got a long ways to go. Well, with that mentality, that thought process, that belief, that ideation, absolutely, you're going to be journeying for the rest of eternity. So, you know, overwrite your mind, guys. You don't have a long way to go. You're already there. Allow your physical vessel to actually be witness to it now. It's not your higher self, it's yourself. And this eclipse on the 27th is going to eclipse that personality consciousness right the hell out the door for all of us. And we're going to take on that personality of our higher self and of ourself. And so, you know, they're just trying to keep. And when I say they, I'm talking ourselves, because remember, we're experiencing the past energies now, always. And how we react to it. And peace or in chaos is predicting our future, dictating our future and creating our future. So create peace, no matter how hot that fire rages within you. Stay grounded. And you know, this is magical, because no longer are you the personality. Excuse me, no longer are you, are we, are me, are any of us the personality, not even those asleep still, the personality of the vessel. Because we've changed that grid, we've changed that frequency harmonics collectively for all of us. And we are not our vessel, and that's a consciousness that the more light we anchor in ourselves, that's the consciousness that we're dissolving and dissipating. It's the mentality and the thought forms and the ideations and the miscreation through thought and emotions that we are this vessel. And, you know, the divine intervention and the gift of this total lunar eclipse on the 27th that we are already feeling the energies of individually and collectively is truly taking us into that personality of who we truly are. And that is self. That's not Linda, Dawn, Shell, Mark, Tom, Dick, and Harry. You know, that's not who we are. Those are our avatars. And today at the lake, I had a whole lot of energy coursing through me this morning, and I had received a message in dream time, and it really, when I awoke, it really hit me right in the heart, and I really had to sit with it because I wasn't quite sure exactly what. And the message I woke up to was, there is no shame between us. There is no shame in our connection. And that was a really odd message for me, because I have a full knowing, and I really don't get into shame anymore. It's something that I've neutralized and zero pointed. So I had to really sit with that, and it's like, okay, it's never what the physical presents, so what are you trying to show me here? And when I got to the lake, I was doing a water meditation in spirit. I went through a whole ceremony, and it's something I'm still sitting trying to process. Because everything I was showing, I'll describe it to you. As I went in the water, I was guided to twirl, because I do a lot of water meditation. I'm a water purifier, and I can purify water. And I have traveled the last 5 years. I've traveled back and forth over the United States up until a year ago, doing water purification in lakes and rivers and stuff like that. And so I go in, whenever I do a water meditation, I go into purification ceremony. And so when I went into the water this morning, as I start out any water purification, Spirit has me turn 3 times clockwise and 3 times counterclockwise, and once in the middle to go straight down into the water, and then do the counterclockwise, and then reverse it. And so, and there's more to it, but that's the basics. And so as I went into that and I did that, and I'm standing in a pillar with my arms up, literally connecting the sun to the water and bringing it in through the water. Spirit started talking to me and told me that I was going to go through and I was going to perform a 7-star baptismal for the collective and for my vessel and the vessel of all of us. And so I watched our a blue strand of DNA literally turn golden, and then I seen a green strand DNA turn silver. And then Spirit brought them together, and as that occurred, Spirit, the number 7 appeared above it, and Spirit showed me that I was engaging a pyramid. I ended up making a grid, and then I was showing this strand, this combined entwined strand of DNA, and actually there was 3 of them, but the one came in, and then I was showing an 11 and 11 and 11 in a pyramid, in a trinity, in 3 different ways, and these 3 strands of DNA started weaving around the pillars. And what Spirit showed me, what I call Father, you guys can call it whatever you want, what Spirit showed me was that the DNA strands have all been woven into the 48 strand DNA. And for those of you, I'm not going to get into that aspect of it, but then I was showing that the 7 pillars, the 7 suns, the 7 dragons have all been now crystallined, and that the 24 elders, Yeshua, Christ and Magdalene, Yeshua and Mary, I was shown that all have now the DNA, and the avatars have now been fully crystallined. Now you guys can go within, validate whatever you want, because all of us, anything we go through, meditation of any kind, goes out to the collective, and we all have access to it. Now how you interpret it and decode it for you, well, that's on you individually. And so then I was showing that the physical vessels have now become completely diamondized. I watched my vessel go into a golden diamond, and then I watched literally every deity, every lord, lady, god, goddesses, priest, priestess, all of it. I literally watched them all dance in front of me, all gathering, and I was told the golden gathering of angels is now going to occur. I got goosebumps. Look at that. And I was out there for like 2.5 hours. And there's more to it. But when I got out of it, the song that came, and I got in my car, and the car that and the song that came on, or that was playing in my radio, was Styx in the CD, Sailing Away, Come Sail Away With Me. And so there's a lot of energies coming in, a lot of activations coming in collectively, whether you're consciously aware of what's happening or not. But we have crystalline and diamondized it all. It's done. And so now, just sail, guys. My landlady just pulled up, so I need to hang up here. I love you guys. Have a great day. Big, big, big hugs and blessings, guys. And stand strong. Yeah, I love you. Bye-bye.